Good morning, Stampers. This is Diane Cisneros, and today we're going to do Diane Will Teach Me That. Here's my card for today. It's a little different from the things that I do, but I love it. I discovered this little set. I've had it. I don't know why I haven't used it, but it's called Backyard Basics, and it comes with a framelit set, so nothing has to be cut out. It's just perfect. Let me show you that set. And I am going to go into Pinterest and see if I can find some more examples for you. It just makes you want to stamp when you see how easy. Most of these I would put on watercolor paper and cut them out with the framelits. One of the secrets that I wanted to tell you, if you do use watercolor paper and you want to use the framelits, put an extra sheet of paper on the magnetic plate before you put your I've got one here, before you put your framelit in, because the watercolor paper is just a little thicker and you want it to be able to pop right out. So that's just a little tip for you. Now I'm going to try to build this card for you right away. I took some real red, and I cut this at 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Then, what did I do? I took a piece of vanilla, crumb cake, and I cut this one 4 by 5 1/4. It fits right on the top. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and then I went ahead and took this hardwood stamp. It's all one piece, and I covered the back of it with crumb cake ink, and it really makes a nice color. I did that on vanilla, and I cut this. The vanilla is cut 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, so it's really tight here. I don't have too much of the crumb cake showing, but just enough to offset it. I love to layer. Okay, so let's layer this one on. Gotta get it perfect. Okay, so there's my fence. Now the other set I used is called, it's in the Occasions Mini Geometrical, and it's a real up-to-date, cool kind of stamp, so I chose to use that one. I used Hooray for Today because I'm going to make this a birthday set. A birthday card. So I have my Hooray for Today already punched out. Now I forgot to look and see what framelit this was, but I will post that with my supply directions underneath. So here's a here's my little greeting, Hooray for Today, and I'm just going to put that right on there. Kind of over to the side a little bit. And then I'm going to start working on my flowers. So this is the framelit set called, let's see, it's called Backyard Basics, just like the stamp set. Now I've already colored my bird, and I have punched it out with my Big Shot. I've already done all my tulips, and you can see they will pop right out as long as you use that shim. I'll put these back on here so you can see how many pieces there are. So this is the complete framelit set. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my three. Oh, and by the way, I used a red and a crumb cake. No, olive. And I'm not going to color in front of you. These are so far away you wouldn't be able to see anyway. But when you use this watercolor paper, it doesn't give the size, but you can see this 5 sheet. Oh, it's 6 by 9. There's 5 sheets in here. It's not as large as your regular cardstock, but you don't use it as much. And it is so wonderful when you're using these pens because the ink soaks in and it's so nice and even. Now let me pull one up here so you can see. So that's what it looks like after it's been colored. So I'm going to move these out of the way. Let's put these roses on. No, tulips. It's early in the morning. I can't have coffee anymore. So you'll have to forgive me. Okay, so I'm going to put one a little low, and then I'm going to get pretty close and put one up high. And then I'm going to put another one just a little bit lower. Okay. Now, if I was out on my crafting table, I would have just done this first and run it. I would have run it through the paper cutter. But this is not going to show. So there's my roses. Then I took a piece of 1 inch by the same size as this, which is 3 7/8. I put a piece of the red sticky tape on the bottom. And then I'm going to take my, I will put the name of these on my blog. I forgot the name of them. But they're perfect for making grass. So I'm going to cut across. And this really works nicely, gives it a spring look. I'm going to take off my red tape here, the red, and that will leave a double-sided tape. And then I'm just going to put that on the bottom. Okay. All right, so there you have the grass. I went ahead and colored the little bird. Let me show you the bird. Perfectly cut out with the framelits. I colored him with craft along his head. Crumb cake. Then I put a little bit of soft suede in the darker areas. And then to make it look like a robin, I used my pumpkin pie. Okay, so we're going to just slide him right down in the grass. And now, here is some wooden elements. And I will post where those are available. I think they're in the Occasions catalog. They are essential wooden elements, and they look like this. And if I know me, I probably dumped 2 packages together. I'm not sure, because this is pretty full. But anyway, they're really nice to stamp on. So I took this set here, Itty Bitty Banners, and I used this little happy birthday. And I won't tell you it's easy. It is a little tricky. You may have to flip it over and do it on the other side. But you can stamp it, and try to get it in the middle. If you don't want to deal with the stress, because it's, like I said, it's a little bit of a challenge. Practice on some paper first. You know, cut out a piece of paper the same size. I'm going to use some red tape so that this will stay on. But it's wood and it adds a little bit of dimension. Yeah, just okay. So there's okay. So now I'm just gonna put happy birthday right there, and there's another perfectly nice happy birthday card. And that little piece of wood is not going to cause a problem in the mail. So I hope you enjoyed that. Take a look at that set. It is, I think it's adorable. And with using the watercolor paper, there's a big bumblebee, a big butterfly, an Easter egg. These flowers can be colored any color. You got your tulips. I really like it. So thanks for stopping by today, and I will see you again soon.